right, guys, welcome back. And we've had a good journey. You've learned a lot from both Zapier. What is automation, the use cases, right? And the technical resources that you have available. Uh, as I always tell my students, learning automation is just a step one. Okay, now it's time to get paid for your skills. So today we're going to explore two of the most popular freelancing platforms for automation experts, okay? Upwork and Fiverr. These platforms have become, a gold mine for automation specialists because businesses of all sizes are increasingly looking for help, right? They're looking for help with workflow automation, integration, and process optimization. And what makes these platforms particularly valuable for automation of freelancers? All right, first, the barrier to entry is relatively low compared to traditional employment. Second, you can start with smaller projects and gradually build your reputation, right? And third, there is a growing demand for automation expertise that far exceeds the current supply of qualified freelancers. So, by the end of this lecture, you'll understand how these platforms work, what clients are looking for, and how to position yourself effectively to win your first few gigs. All right. So let's dive in. Let's compare the two major freelancing platforms, right, and understand their unique approaches. So Upwork functions more like a traditional job board, right, where clients post jobs they need completed. You apply to these jobs, you apply to these posted jobs with tailored proposals. Okay, clients review your applications and invite candidates to interviews. You negotiate terms, milestones, and deliverables, right? Upwork is particularly well suited for larger, more complex automation projects, okay? Long-term client relationships, custom solutions that require significant scoping, projects with budgets ranging from 500 to 5,000 plus, okay? Uh, the Upwork process typically involves creating a comprehensive profile, searching for relevant job postings, writing custom proposals for each opportunity, potentially participating in client interviews, agreeing to milestones and deliverables, right? Uh, and completing work and receiving payments through the platform. Upwork takes a sliding commission, 20% of your first $500 with the client, then 10% up to $10,000, and then 5% beyond that, uh, which incentivizes long-term relationship. Fiverr, on the other hand, operates on a completely different model, right? You create predefined services called gigs. Clients browse and purchase these gigs directly. You deliver according to your predefined scope and timeline. The process is much more transactional and product-like. Okay. Fiverr works exceptionally well uh, because it's clearly defined, repeatable automation services, right? Very standard deliverables with set pricing, quick turnaround projects as well, and building a volume-based business, right? Examples, of successful automation gigs on Fiverr would include, right? I'll build the Zapier automation for your CRM and email marketing, or I will automate lead generation with and Google Sheets, right? Or I will create an AI-powered content workflow using OpenAPI and Zapier. Or I'll set up automated reporting dashboards for your business. So Fiverr takes a flat 20% commission on all gigs, but the platform handles marketing and discovery, bringing clients directly to your offerings, right? There are other options as well, right? So these are, while Upwork and Fiverr dominate the market, and this is what I recommend most of the time. Other platforms to consider would also there are other platforms you should consider as well. Okay, Toptal is a highly vetted platform for top tier freelancers. It's harder to get into, but rates are higher. Okay? people per hour in Europe with a hybrid model between Upwork and Fiverr, right? Freelancer.com, similar to Upwork, but with a different client base. Okay. You can also do, direct outreach, cold emailing potential clients and directing them to your portfolio website, right? Many successful automation freelancers start on platforms like Upwork, to build their portfolio and client base, and then gradually transition to direct client relationship where they can charge premium rates without platform fees, right? Okay, so let's talk about what are the clients looking for? What do people want from you, right? And understanding what clients value is critical to your success on anywhere, right? Whether you're working uh, as a full-time employee or you're selling your services to businesses, right? Understanding the value is very critical to any success. Okay, so let's examine the key factors that make automation freelancers stand out, right? So clear niche is specialization, right? Generic automation expert profiles rarely succeed. Instead, position yourself with a specific expertise. For example, Zapier CRM integration specialist for service businesses, or end-to-end plus open AI bot builder for customer support automation, or e-commerce workflow automation expert for Shopify and WooCommerce, right? Or marketing automation specialist for lead nurturing system, right? These specifically helps in three ways. Okay, and number one, it makes you more discoverable in platform search results. It immediately communicates your value to potential clients, okay? And it allows you to command higher rates as a specialist rather than a generalist. Okay, so when creating your niche, consider combining specific tools, right? Like Zapier and Make, right? Or business functions like marketing, sales, HR, operations, or focus on industries like e-commerce, real estate, professional services, right? And outcomes, lead generation, customer support, reporting, uh, and then, you know, your strong portfolio evidence, as I will have another lecture coming up for you as to how to build your portfolio. But you, even if you are new to freelancing, you need to demonstrate proof of your capabilities, right? So the capstone projects from courses like the one that you're working on, right? Personal workflows you've built for your own businesses or side projects, conceptual use cases with workflow diagrams and explanations, right? And before and after comparisons showing how automation solves specific problems, right? So your portfolio emphasizes the business problem each automation solved, your approach, and the tools you use, the specific outcomes and results achieved. Okay. Any unique challenges you overcame, that's really important to remember as well. So a portfolio with the 3 to 4 high quality examples is far more effective than 10 vague or generic ones, right? So quality over quantity is the rule here. Uh, so responsive communication, right? This is something, I've been stressing throughout the entire course, right? Quick response times, right? Within hours, if not sooner, will get much better result. And clear understanding of their business challenges. So start by asking what business challenge they're trying to solve, right? What problem are they trying to solve? With a follow-up question is that if this business problem is solved, how does it help your business? They may say, oh, it's going to save me 4 hours a day. Or, oh, right now I have to pay $200 for the subscription for this other thing that I don't want to pay, right? That way you can calculate the value that you are going to deliver, right? And then you need to have ability to translate technical concepts that you listen to into business benefits, right? And precise scoping, uh, set clear expectations. Don't always, undercommit and over deliver, right? Showing your excellence at the work. If you're going to do 7, then your scope should say 5, and then you do 2 more just to get them to come back to you. Okay. And always keep a professional demeanor, professional tone, right? Because that builds confidence. A powerful tip here is, right, that has helped many students win their first project. If you can summarize a client's problem more clearly than they can themselves, you're already halfway to winning the job. This demonstrates both your understanding and your expertise, okay? Having subject matter knowledge, like, automation isn't just about, connecting tools. It's about understanding business process. So clients value freelancers who can demonstrate knowledge of typical workflows in their industry. Hey, have you ever done this before, right? Well, yeah, I created a lead gen workflow for a local for a gym in this area, right? So that basically shows that, hey, if I'm running a gym, or if I'm running a coaching business somewhere, I'll be inclined to talking to you, right? Because you already know what the specific needs are, right? And understanding common pain points and bottlenecks. I spend a lot of time researching. I spend a lot of time on Reddit. Highly recommend, right, joining groups on LinkedIn, on Discord, and join channels. Please, you're welcome to connect with me on LinkedIn as well, right? Uh, you have my LinkedIn profile. Go ahead and we can communicate there too. See, this is how you build your network. Okay, you need to build your network as well. Okay, so with that said, right, create a solid headline like automation architect, Zapier plus an expert. It streamline your business operations, right? Or workflow automation specialist, CRM plus email marketing, 4+ years of experience. Okay. Something along those lines. Or something like, Zapier certified expert, custom business automation for service providers. For Fiverr, because you have to start everything with I will. So this would sound more like I will automate your lead capture, CRM, and email using Zapier or N8N, right? Or you will say, I'll create custom AI workflow automations using OpenAI and Make. Or I'll build automated reporting dashboard for your business, right? So notice how these headlines combine your role, your expertise, and the specific tools you use, right? So the business outcome you deliver and any relevant credentials or experience. So avoid headlines like I'll help you with your automation needs or freelance developer and automation expert, right? Be specific. Be specific and outcome focused. And write an effective summary, right? Your profile summary should expand on your headline and provide a clear picture of your value proposition. Right? Structure it like this. Always lead with outcomes, right? I'll help small businesses automate repetitive tasks so they can focus on what matters. My automation solutions typically save clients 10 to 15 hours per week while reducing errors and improving customer experience. See that's the outcome, right? And mention specific tools and business for it. So, by saying something like, I specialize in creating custom workflows using Zapier and with particular focus on CRM systems and email marketing platforms, customer support tools, right? I have worked with coaches, real estate teams, e-commerce startups, and professional services firms, right? And address common concerns, right? Like my approach emphasizes clear communication, thorough documentation, and training so that you fully understand the automation I built for you. I pride myself on creating solutions that are both powerful and easy to maintain, right? And then include a call to action. Let's discuss how automation can streamline your business operations and give you valuable time. Yeah. Uh, and then call to action would be message me with your biggest workflow challenges, or I'll share some initial thoughts and potential solutions, right? That's a great call to action because you're asking them to share their challenge and you're offering to start a conversation, a thoughtful conversation. So that's a win for the prospect as well, and that's a win for you as well, right? But keep your summary to 4 to 6 short paragraphs maximum. Use simple language and avoid technical jargon unless it's specifically relevant to your target clients, right? And then optimize your skill list, okay? Uh, Platforms use skill keywords for search algorithm and matching, right? So choose them strategically. Be mindful, right? Don't just go and tick the boxes, right? Technical tools like Zapier, N, right? Airtable, Google Sheets, Notion, right? HubSpot, Salesforce, Pipedrive, right? OpenAI, ChatGPT, AI, uh, API, webhooks, JSON, right? These are the skills that you want to showcase, okay? And then business functions like workflow automation, business process optimization, right? CRM integration, lead generation, marketing automation, customer support systems, right? Data integration, right? And then choose to 15 to 20 skills maximum, prioritizing those most relevant to your niche and most likely to be searched by your target clients. Your portfolio is where you substantiate your claims with concrete examples. Okay. So for each portfolio item, include title and objective, right? Lead nurturing automation for real estate agency. Uh, that's your title and objective, right? Challenge, describe the business problem you solve, and then solution, explain your approach and the tools you use, right? And then provide visual evidence like screenshots, workflow diagrams, right? Or record a video walkthrough. Okay. And results, right? I definitely show quantifiable outcomes where possible. It could be time saved, leads increase, revenue generation, whatever you can quantify, right? And start with 2 to 3 strong examples, even if they're personal projects or conceptual demonstration, right? Quality matters far more than quantity at this stage, okay? For Upwork, you can create project entries directly in your profile. For Fiverr, incorporate those portfolio examples into your gig descriptions, right? And images. Uh, and then setting your rates, right? That's really critical. Okay, that's a key decision that any freelancer has to make, because you don't want to overprice yourself and not get any business, and you don't want to undersell either, right? You don't want to be paid less than what you should get. So pricing is strategy, deserves its own full lecture. Okay, which we'll cover over next week or so, all right, in the upcoming lectures. But there are some initial guidelines. For Upwork, research comparable freelancers in your niche. It starts slightly lower than market rate to win initial projects, right? Consider an hourly rate like $30 to $60 to begin, depending on your experience. And be prepared to justify your rates based on value delivered. For Fiverr, right, create tiered packages like basic, standard, premium. Your basic package should be specific and limited in scope, right? Uh, each tier should add clear value like faster delivery, additional features, uh, and research competitive rates for similar services, right? And consider starting around $50 to $75 for basic automation setups. And remember that your first few projects are investment in your reputation and your portfolio, right? As you gain review and experience, you can steadily increase your rates. All right, so To wrap our conversation up, right? Choose a platform that aligns with your work style. Upwork for personalized proposals and larger projects. Fiverr for productized services and volume. Okay. Define a clear and niche, niche that combines tools, business functions, and industries. And build a focused portfolio that demonstrates real problem solving. Okay? And communicate your value in terms of business outcomes, not just technical skills. And start with competitive rates to build your reputation, then scale up. And avoid these common pitfalls, all right? Being too general in your postings, or focusing on technical features instead of business benefits, or over promising, or underpricing your services, right? Neglecting to follow up with clients properly, taking on projects outside your core expertise early on, right? Your path forward should, you should choose your primary platform, Upwork or Fiverr. Focus on one. Define your niche and unique value proposition. Create a compelling profile with a strong headline and summary, right? And develop 2 to 3 portfolio examples that showcase your capabilities, and set your initial pricing strategy with a lot of with mindfulness, with a lot of research, right? Don't undervalue, don't overvalue, right? Understand what the market is willing to bear, and then price yourself accordingly. And start applying to jobs, or creating gigs, right? That's And remember, that building a successful freelancing business takes time. So be patient. Focus on delivering exceptional value to your first few clients, and prioritize getting positive reviews. Okay. These initial investment will pay dividends as you build your reputation, right? So for your assignment today, draft your profile headline, summary, and top skills using the template provided in your assignment document, right? We'll review these, some of these, share in the community. I will comment on it as well, and let your peers comment on it as well. All right. I'll see you in the next lecture. Until then, thank you and good luck to you.